Hey everyone, welcome back to Star Wars Galaxies, with me, Supervillain Man, and our friend urk'gro'gra'oork, and we are outside of the Exar instance. Again, this is a post-commentary, like for all the heroic instances, and our officer friend just dropped a bunch of stims for us. That was very nice of her. This is me just stacking together my stims. Grabbing some more, since not all of them were taken. And yeah, this is Exar. Now the story with this instance is that an excavation team exhumed the remains of Exar's temple. But they kind of got driven insane by the spirit of Exar there. And tainted by the dark side, whatever. And they actually formed a cult in and around his temple. And I guess some of them got force powers or something. I'm not sure how that works out, but they just did. We're all just kind of like buffing up before we start the first phase. And this is probably the most difficult of the 5 standard heroics, you know, not including Hoth. This instance requires a level of teamwork that you generally don't get with pickup groups. Your group kind of needs to know what it's doing, like to a pretty large extent. Oh, and our group leader's just telling us, you know, no one but some certain people to attack the main boss. Now the gimmick with that boss is, well, first of all, like all these guys standing around the room, they just kind of like start attacking you one by one. So everyone else's job is just to take them out as they become attackable. But as that's going on, the main guy over there, and yeah, there's this huge thing in the ceiling just shooting lightning balls everywhere. Yeah, the main guy in the center, his name's like the Open Hand of Fate. Now his gimmick is that he has this ability called like Share Pain. And what it does is that for whoever's attacking him, he applies this debuff called Shared Pain. And what that does is, you know, whoever's attacking him receives whatever portion of damage that the Open Hand of Fate is receiving. So you can't just wail on him or else he's gonna make you kill yourselves. So you gotta take him down, you know, very slowly, bit by bit, so that your medics can keep up with the damage. I guess that's why they only have like a couple people attacking him. Normally in the groups that I run, like the pickup groups that I join, everyone just kinda like hits him all at once, and the medics can generally keep up with it. I guess we're just being, you know, better safe than sorry. I was surprised to actually see another person who preferred melee, like a melee medic. Usually I'm like the only person that goes melee amongst ranged classes. Like Jedis are the only other class that melee. Not this one. This one surprised me. I actually have 2 melee medics. And something I learned about this instance is that the big thing on the ceiling, it only shoots lightning balls at whoever is attacking the Open Hand of Fate. So, like us sitting in the back here who aren't attacking him, we're pretty safe. You know, I thought it was just random. I thought it just kind of like shot lightning balls at whoever just happened to be in the room. But yeah, nothing much going on, we're just waiting for these last two guys. It's very nice having two officers. Smugglers have just tons and tons of abilities that suck up their action points. Having someone to refill those action points, you know, exponentially increases our damage. I think this is the last dude. This group seems to be really coordinated. It's like in the middle of attacking the boss. Excuse me. In the middle of attacking the boss, they're just like, oh, you should invite someone. They don't care, though, whatever. I'm just being attacked by a boss, is all. Yeah, they're still over there killing it. I don't think you can actually do, like, significant amounts of damage until all of his, like, little henchmen guys are dead. Yeah, at this point I'm kind of confused. Like, I wasn't sure if we're just supposed to stand around here until they're done. But yeah, that's apparently what we're doing. We're just kind of standing around until they finish up the job. So I start dancing with Outcaster here. A Stormtrooper and Tusken Raider dancing together. Who would have thought? Pretty spiffy Stormtrooper at that. He's got like the white and black motif and like a little cape. Pretty awesome looking. Oh god. He just run right in front of us. Yeah, someone like ran right next to me, so one of the lightning bolts hit me, so I have to start dancing again. You can never stop dancing. It's the essential part of this instance. If you stop dancing, he's gonna kill us all. Yeah, Vavoom over there. He's not part of the group, he's just kind of like dancing in the background. Yeah, and here I'm just like asking, like, okay, why are you guys just attacking him? Why can't we help? Yeah, I figured it out. They're just being safe, so that we don't like out DPS the medics. Should be done pretty soon. Yep, there we go. On to the next phase. There are 5 phases to this fight. This instance, I mean. Next one isn't too tough. Next one's like a creature handler of some sort. And we just invited we just invited like a Jedi. It's pretty strange. Usually you come into this instance with like a bunch of Jedi. Apparently not this time. Yeah, here's this creature handler guy over here. This guy isn't too tough. He just has like 2 like pets that help him. One's called Vinrith and the other one's called Mother LaRouche or something. You just kind of like kill the creatures first and then deal with the guy. Not too tough. No special gimmicks or whatever. I mean, if the if his creature pets stay alive for too long, then they start summoning like little elite creatures to help out. But we take them out quickly enough that that doesn't happen. That does not become an issue. And now we deal with the Minder of Weak Wills. He doesn't have any special attacks, you just kind of like roll your face across the keyboard until he dies. Huh. And Soul Scourge, Stasis Stun, just to troll us. Stasis makes it so that you can't attack and can't be attacked for like 10 seconds. No, I was just asking what loot was set on. Usually you set it to random so that you don't have to deal with like rolling dice to figure out who gets what or whatever. Yeah, this is the third phase. He's just changing the loot to random. This third phase kind of has like a couple of phases within it, a couple of mini phases within itself. I'll be sure to explain those when we get to them. This is some kind of like a prison chamber of some sort. I guess where they locked up the excavationer people who didn't want to become part of the cult. And again, more glowy symbols all over the ceiling. I guess we're just kind of waiting around. Just kind of like reapplying our buffs. Wait until everyone's set before we kick off this phase. Oh yeah, and this is the part where I realized that I had not applied my my weapon and armor power-ups, so I felt a little bit silly there. But once you attack the middle person, these 3 random people just come out of nowhere and start attacking your guys. Painbringer, a Tomb Guardian, and someone else. Calming Influence. I don't think there's anything special about them. They're just like regular bosses. Yeah, the thing with the middle person is that you can't attack her. She is being protected by those 4 people up on top of the cages. And what you have to do is you have to let out the prisoners. Well, the prisoners will get out themselves somehow. And they'll make it so that you can attack the people on top of the cages one by one until they're all dead. He's just telling me something about the executioner that I can do. Oh, and as the prisoners are trying to make the caretaker protectors vulnerable, yeah, prisoners there just saying, hey, we can all about. As the prisoners making their way up over there, there's the prisoner over by the stairs. This executioner guy will become hostile. And this executioner will slowly walk over to the prisoner and just like chop him in half, one-shot him. You know, unless you take him down to like 2/3 health or something. You gotta take him out quick. And nothing can stop his progress. You can't snare him, you can't root him to the ground. With only one exception. And that exception is the Smuggler's Pistol Whip ability, which locks him in place for like 4 seconds. Yeah, there's one of the caretaker protectors. The prisoners did his job and made him vulnerable. So you just do that 3 more times, 3 more prisoners come out, make the dudes vulnerable. And you gotta stop the Executioner 4 more times. And that's just the Caretaker of the Lost. Yeah, and there's some kind of mutant creature, apparently called a boar wolf scale, I guess whoever that is leveling up their pet while they're in here. Oh, here come the 3 guys again. Bam. Pistol whip. And it stops him. That's the only thing that can stop him. So I'm playing my role in this instance. I'm being helpful. I guess these 3 guys are just to distract you from the Executioner. Or just, like, outright kill you. You know, if your group is terrible. There's the prisoner. Making that person vulnerable, they just teleports. Not sure how he does that. He just does. So yeah, we just kind of wait around until the prisoners decide to free themselves. And then, not sure what that ability is. I think I tried several times to figure out what that is. No idea what it is. There it is again, what is it? I didn't get to see it that time. I'll have to like pause the video, find out what that is and when, like in editing. So I'm having trouble catching that. There's the Executioner again. I failed the master. And he teleports back to the center. I don't know why we can't just kill the Executioner. When he's standing right there, why can't we just like shoot him? Here's that prisoner. Her sacrifice will not be in vain. Also, as a smuggler, you might notice that I'm like attacking things that should be way out of my range. There's like a set of quests that you can do that make it so that you can eventually add on 3 meters of range onto your weapon. It's on to like any weapon, like if you're using a pistol, it'll make your range like 37 meters as opposed to 34. But it's mostly helpful with melee because it like ups your range from 4 meters up to like 7 or 8. It's pretty helpful. Oh, there goes that prisoner. I'm gonna have to stop attacking pretty soon. Focus on the Executioner. There he goes. There's that pistol whip. We're welcome, guys. Probably don't need it, considering your crazy amounts of DPS. But again, better safe than sorry. And now everyone rushes up to the last Caretaker Protector. And just kind of stands around him menacingly. There's that giant Eope. Here comes the prisoner. Watch out, Caretaker Protector, you're gonna go down. Do not interfere. Oh god! Now on to the next phase. Once all the Caretaker Protectors are down, that's when everyone has to whip out their ranged weapons and start going around the room in circles. And the reason for that is that the Caretaker of the Lost will start spewing out this poisonous green gas that will slowly follow some random person around the room. And, you know, if you stand in this gas for too long, you know, it'll kill you pretty quickly. Kraken Skull's over there, he doesn't really care, he's just like, whatevs, I'll just attack. But you just like slowly walk around this room so that the poison green gas can't catch up with you. So the gas is pretty slow, you can, you know, outrun it fairly easily. But it's generally a problem if everyone's just kind of like running around the room like maniacs, because then you can't predict where the green gas is going to go. With everyone in a group like this, you know, you can. You can avoid the green gas pretty easily. And she's dead. That was pretty easy. Now into the next phase, but there's a bunch of these Tomb Guardians in the way. I had to take care of those guys first. Oh god, there's so many of them. That's not a problem, we have 2 medics. And 2 officers. We are set on both health and action points. Yeah, these guys kind of missed a couple. They thought they were done, but they weren't. And that's that. On to the next phase. Phase 4. I'm just dropping my Junk Dealer buff. My Junk Dealer buff only lasts for 10 minutes. It's kind of annoying. Like I have to reapply it after every phase. Just about. And everyone's buffing up. Oh, and Mimic finally made it. He's here finally, that Jedi dude. Everyone's just determining their roles and buffing up. Getting ready. I'm just messing with my settings, I'm not sure what to set my particle limits on. Oh yeah, something to note is that I'm the only rebel in this group, so that any Imperial buffs they have don't apply to me, which is unfortunate. But yeah, the gimmick with this guy is that occasionally he'll randomly set someone on fire. There he just set Kraken Skulls on fire. And you want to like avoid standing in the fire that they... It's kind of like napalm. It's like he sets you on fire and then wherever that player goes, it sets like a trail of fire. So the tactic that was devised is that if you're set on fire, you like slowly walk back across the bridge so that you don't set anyone else on fire. I guess Kraken Skulls kinda didn't do that. It doesn't become a problem anyways. But here I am taking advantage of my extended reach so I don't get in anyone's way and get set on fire. I actually take down this guy pretty handily. We don't really have to worry about anybody getting set on fire and having to run back across the bridge. I actually don't get set on fire once, which is surprising. I usually have to deal with that once or twice at least. But unfortunately I didn't really get to show that off. But whatever. He's going down pretty quickly. He's got like 2 whole lines of debuffs going on. And there we go. That was not a challenge whatsoever. This last room is a problem. It's because of these 4 guys. These You know, if I could turn around and show off. I'm just calling my own dealer. Yeah. The problem is these four guys. These guys called the four horsemen. Now, there's several gimmicks going on with these guys. I might have trouble explaining them all. And I'm just asking what my role is, what my role should be in this fight. Yeah, the first gimmick is that certain guys you only want to attack with certain weapons. Like the two middle guys of the four horsemen, you only want to attack with ranged weapons. The two guys on the outside, you only want to attack with melee weapons. If you attack someone with the wrong weapon, they get like a huge bonus to their damage output. Kinda like the Shurikar, got like ×2 damage occasionally. I'm asking about ping pong. I'll explain that later. If you attack someone with the wrong weapon, they get like a huge bonus to their damage output. Kinda like the Shurikar, in which she occasionally got her damage doubled. If you attack a middle guy with a melee weapon, you know, huge bonus damage. So my role will be to help take out Promised Vengeance. There's nothing special about Promised Vengeance. He's just kind of there. But, anyways, the most dangerous part about this encounter is the middle guy on the right. Some guy called Unquenchable something. Now, if his gimmick is that whoever is aggroing him has to attack him with a certain element of weapon. And he switches out like his vulnerability to certain weapons every so often. So whoever's attacking him has to switch out weapons occasionally. Yeah, the Unquenchable Wrath. Whoever's attacking him has to switch out weapons occasionally. And if he doesn't do that, then he'll start hitting people with this huge attack that does like 40,000 points of damage. It'll just kill him instantly. It's called the 40k wipe. And it's generally what kills most groups at this part of the instance. And this instance in general. You have to really know what you're doing if you're being a weapon switcher. So we'll just kind of like gunning down Promised Vengeance. No problem. And there goes that 40,000 attack. Luckily, our medic just stasised him, so he doesn't wipe anyone else in the group. And there goes Promise. And yeah, he just wiped out our medic. One of our medics, unfortunately. And there goes Outcaster again. I'm completely oblivious to this fact. Otherwise, I probably should have cloaked Kraken so that you can heal up the rest of the group. But, you know, I was completely oblivious at this point. I didn't realize what was going on. Not really sure why Boom Kaboom is shooting these guys. Probably a bad idea. Yeah, we're dead. We lost. Or we will pretty soon. Because Unquenchable Wrath will just one-shot us. Blah. And yeah, that is the 40k wipe. I was slain by Unquenchable Wrath just instantly. So, when that happens, you just go and get rebuffed again. You go pick up a quick entertainer buff, you go get some medic buffs, and you rush back to the instance before the instance closes. Because there's a timer on the instance, you have to get there within a certain amount of time. You have to beat it within a certain amount of time, sorry. And if you don't, well, you gotta restart the whole thing over again. Which, way back in the day, usually meant you had to wait until the next day. But in the waning days of Star Wars Galaxies, they made it so that they removed those daily timers. But luckily, we actually don't have to restart the instance. Oh, and Soul Scourge switched out without caster. He is the weapon switcher now. But that meant that we had to switch whoever's ping-ponging the outside guys. And this will give me a chance to explain these two guys, the two outside guys. I had to go grab them quick. Now the two outside guys in which you melee, their gimmick is that whoever holds their aggro, they switch aggro. You can see me and Mimic are ping-ponging these guys. Like if one person has one dude's aggro, the other person has the other, they just switch. So the tactic devised here was that, you know, if you have two guys standing on opposite sides of the room, well then these guys have to run across the room, which will like lower their damage output, lower their DPS, and make it easier for the medics to handle. And usually you have medics deal with these guys. Not medics, Jedi. But you know, any melee class will do. So, you know, I opted for the job, since I am a melee smuggler. And I think I'll be turning to... Yeah, there we go. I realized that I should be focusing on the fight with Unquenchable, too. Along with the guys with ping-ponging. And Soul Scourge is doing a pretty good job of switching out weapons for him. Yeah, I think Outcast accidentally grabbed Unquenchable's aggro there. And I was feeling a little bit nervous, because, you know, what my job as a smuggler is to, if people start getting wiped, my job is to cloak the medic, so that they can use their area of effect res. Because they have like a resurrection ability, where they can like resurrect the whole group, pretty much, with one ability. The problem is that they have to be out of combat, and they can only do that if a smuggler cloaks them. So I'm just a little bit nervous when people start dropping. Oh, Mimic was talking about like some kind of lag spike, which no one else got apparently. Someone actually has like a pet Tolerus helping out, which is pretty cool. Oh, I actually lost aggro here. I had to go over and grab his aggro again. It's okay, guys. I got this. I probably should have been in like some kind of chat room with these guys, so that I knew when to cloak them. Fortunately, I didn't have to worry about that. Looks like Lingering Harmony and this other guy are gonna die pretty soon. Lingering Harmony and Embrace Chaos. Yep, there they go. So now we all focus on the Unquenchable Wrath. And Kraken hitting him with his melee weapon. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, once you take out the 4 horsemen, then lightning bolts start shooting out of the room. And you attack this guy, who is, what is he? the Prophet of Exar. He's pretty straightforward, no special abilities or whatever. Again, you just kind of roll your face across the keyboard until he dies. Probably should be running around the room too, just so that you don't get hit with lightning balls. I also switched to auto attack so I don't have to keep my cursor on him all the time. I can just kind of like run around the room and spam specials. Oh, Exar Word Bearer. He wasn't called a prophet. Yeah, at the last minute he just kind of like takes off his robes and says, "I'll die as myself and not as a crazy person." That's when the spirit of Exar actually comes out to fight you, along with floating Masasa blade. Again, nothing special here. Just take out the blade first. That's usually what people do. I'm actually having trouble seeing the blade past all these particle effects. But you can kind of see it. It's there. Yeah, it's done. Now we take on the spirit of Exar. I guess he's kind of like punching us with his ghost hands. I'm not sure how that hurts, but I guess it does. There's so many things going on. Hard to see him. Yeah. Exar is down for the count. And I'm just looking at what loot we got. Someone actually got like an Exar fresco from him, which is pretty cool. Yeah, nice fresco, Kraken. And at this point, people start just leaving the instance. But I have to take a moment and look around the room. Especially on this tomb. I should go into editing and see if I can figure out what that says. It's kind of blurry. It's kind of hard to read, so might have to take a little bit of time and try and figure out what that says. You know, I'm not sure why this is blurry, and the words over Axel Min's banishment chamber are perfectly clear, but, you know, whatever. What are you gonna do? Dr. Walter Eminus. I'm like, yeah. Her. And that right there is the rarest item in the game, actually, called the Exar mural. Has an extremely low chance of dropping from Exar. I'm just thanking people. And yeah, awesome group, guys. You know, we had a little bit of trouble there at the end, but, you know, we powered through it. And yeah, that's the end of the video, I guess. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Super Vader Man. This has been urk'gro'gra'oork. Oh, and the video's over. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and may the Force be with you.